Good evening, my viewers. Welcome back to my channel, Africancrab here. We are going to be working on this waffle stitch scarf. In my previous upload, I did let you know that I was going to show you the step-by-step on how to make this waffle stitch. It is a really nice scarf. It drapes beautifully. It has a stretch to it, and it's long enough to go around your neck 3 times. I made this extra long. It's 90 inches long. And it is 9 inches wide, and it stretches, as you can see, and it's very light. The trick, like I said, is in the yarn you use. I will be using Scarfie, which is a Lion brand yarn. It's a mix of 78% acrylic yarn and 22% wool. It's 312 yards to 85 meters, and it calls for a 6.5 millimeter hook. If you do have tight tension, I recommend you use a size hook bigger, 8 or 9 millimeters. If you have loose tension, use a 6 millimeters so it's not too loose. Without much ado, let's go ahead and get started. I made a chainless foundation double crochet chain, and I'm going to show you guys how to make this. It's pretty simple. The reason for it is because it gives you a really beautiful edge. Do you see that? It gives you a really nice edge to your scarf. We are going to be making 30 of these because my scarf is a semi super scarf, so it's wide and it's long and it's cozy and all of that fun stuff. So let's set this aside. You are going to need, as I mentioned earlier, a 6 millimeter hook. You will need a wide-eye darning needle to sew in your loose ends and a pair of scissors to cut off your loose ends when you're done. That's all you need. You need a skein and a half of this Scarfie yarn, okay, to make, if you're going to make exactly this size, right? If you want it standard, then just one will do. So let's set that aside and get started. Move this aside as well. Take your yarn, make a slip stitch, chain 3. Yarn over, and in your very first chain, go through that and yarn over, pull through. You will have 3 stitches on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first one. And when you pull through this first one, you're creating that stitch there. If you turn it around, it looks like a V. We will be working under that first stitch going forward. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. That's your first double crochet. Now your chain 3 acts actually as your first stitch. I take that back. So now we have 2 stitches. Yarn over, go under that first 2 that you made earlier. Pull through, you have 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through that first one. Once again, this first one is going to be what you're working under going forward. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now there are a lot of tutorials on how to make a chainless foundation, so look up some. I don't think I have any on my channel. I should, but I don't. Yarn over, go under those 2. Yarn over, pull through, and you'll have 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first one. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. As you can see, we are making double crochets. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to make a total of 30. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that. Go ahead and make yours. If I'm moving too fast, go ahead and pause the video and come back to it later. But you do want a total of 30. Alternatively, you can make 32 chains and then double crochet in the 3rd hook from the chain, and that will also give you a total of 30 double crochet for your foundation row, which is your row 1. I found this is easier for me, and it gives me a really nice seam. And if I turn this around, you can see that, right? So let's see how many we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's add an additional 20 for a total of 30. and I believe this must be 30. So let's do some more counting just to make sure we have the right amount. As you can see, you have a very nice chainless foundation using the double crochet. So 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29. One more to make it 30. Awesome. So now that you're done with your foundation row, which is also row 1, we are going to start working the waffle stitch, which is the fun part of all of this project. So let's see if I can pull up a generous amount of yarn again. All right, you are going to chain 1, turn your work around, you are going to work a double crochet in that very first stitch, and in the next one you're going to put a front post double crochet, which you do by going under the stitch. Yarn over, go under the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and make your double crochet. That's your front post double crochet. And then you're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 in each stitch, and then a front post double crochet, and these ones are gonna be what you're seeing here that creates the waffle. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? That's what it's gonna be like. So let's set that back there. A double crochet, a double crochet, a front post double crochet, a double crochet, double crochet, a front post double crochet. So as you can see, you're working in 3s, 2 double crochets and 1 front post double crochet. Double crochet, double crochet, and a front post double, and this is your repeat pattern until you get to the end of your row, and then we'll go to row 3 after that. And then you are going to end by putting a double crochet at the top of your chain 3 at the beginning of the row. And that's what it looks like. Row 2, you are going to start seeing the waffle once you build a few more. So chain 1, turn your work around, all right. Now you are going to put a double crochet in that very first stitch, and you're going to put a double crochet in the front post double crochet from before, which is that first one there, and then where you had the double crochets, the 2, those are going to become your front post double crochet. So you're putting 2 front post double crochets in what was originally the 2 double crochets, and you're putting a double crochet in the single front post double crochet, front post double crochet in the 2 double crochets, and a double crochet in the 1 back post double crochet from the previous row. And this is going to be your repeat pattern. So what was Previously, your two single crochets, your two double crochets become two front post double crochets. And then your front post double crochet in the previous row then becomes your double crochet. And this is your repeat pattern. A double crochet in the front post double crochet, and then a front post double crochet in each of the two double crochets from the previous row. And this is your repeat pattern. And these two rows are going to be your repeat pattern for the rest of your scarf. I'm going to build this with you a little longer so you can see how the waffle shows up. The two front post double crochets we are working right now are what make the base of your waffle basically. And then the one front post double crochet is the edging of the waffle. At the end of this row, you are going to have one front double crochet, one front post double crochet here, and then you're going to put a double crochet at the top of your original double crochet like that. And that is your row 3. So chain 1, turn your work around, and that's what it looks like at this stage. Once we build a couple more rows, you are going to see your waffle start to build up. Like I said, it builds up really fast and it's easy to work. One side is the waffle, one side will look slightly different, which means it gives it a great character for you to wear it either side. So one double crochet in that very first stitch, and we're back to working the single front post double crochet and the two double crochets. So you're going to put a double crochet there on the very top, and then you're going to put a front post double crochet in the previous single crochet. I'm sorry, why do I keep saying single crochet? Double crochet, the individual double crochet, and then what was previously your two front post double crochet becomes double crochets, 2 of them. And then a front post double crochet, a double crochet in each of the next 2, a front post double crochet, and 2 double crochet, 1 in each of the next. As you can see now, we are starting to build the waffle. We've created this, and then we're creating this. The next row, you should see the edging of this waffle right here. So let's keep going. 1 double crochet in each of the next 2, and then a front post double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and front post double crochet. So your entire project is going to be worked using double crochet and a front post double crochet, and that's about it. You can make it as long or as wide as you can, or as you want. It is a great stitch for making a blanket as well, if you want to make a blanket. I have actually seen people use it to make sweaters and cardigans, which is interesting. I haven't chanced to do that at all. I don't think I will, but that's an idea for you. And then in the very last one here, you're going to put 1 double crochet at the top of the previous double crochet, and then in that stitch as well, right at the top. Actually, in that very, forget that one, that was the single crochet, and then this is the double crochet that you want to put a stitch right at the top there. Chain 1, turn your work around, a double crochet in that very stitch. Do not work into that single stitch. That is only there to help you get to that level. Okay, so that has been worked, and we're going to go straight into the double crochet here. And now you're going to make 2 back post double crochets and 1 double crochet, 2 front post double crochets, and 1 double crochet. And this builds real fast, as you can see. So for this row, we're going to put 1 double crochet and 2 back post double crochets. And then when we turn around, it will be 1 front post double crochet with 2 double crochets. And that's pretty much your repeat pattern. You're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 for the rest of your scarf until you get to your desired length. As I mentioned, it's also a great one for a blanket. The holidays will start, fall comes, winter comes, and this is a great project for a gift. Scarfie yarns are sold by Michaels. I don't believe I've seen it at Joann's, but they might have it. I rarely buy it because I do not use a lot of wool. A lot of my clients are sensitive to wool, so I do not try to use wool as much. So this would be the back of your work, and if you turn it around, you can now see your waffle. See, we just framed that waffle, and so now you have 2 waffles right there. Isn't that cool? All right, let's keep going. I'm going to do a few more rows with you, 2 more rows, so you can see how this builds. As you can see, it's already building up. You don't need too much before you see the fruit of your labor. So we're going to chain 1. And in that very first stitch, you're going to put your double crochet. And then in that very first stitch, which is this one here, the previous front post double crochet, you are going to put a double crochet there, and then we're going to put a front post double crochet, and then we're going to put a double crochet and a double crochet, front post double crochet, a double crochet, and a double crochet. So basically each of your rows where you have the front post double crochet remains a front post double crochet, and where you have the 2 front post double crochet on the other side remain the same. So this continues to be your front post double crochet, and when you turn it around, the 2 double crochets also continue to be 2 front post double crochets. So you are working with 2 front post double crochet and 1 front double crochet, and then on this side you're working with 1 front post double crochet with 2 double crochets in between. So front post double crochet and 2 double crochets in between. Front post double crochet and 2 double crochets in between. And this is your repeat pattern. Isn't this fun? I will do 1 more row with you, and then I'm going to want to see some of your work. Share with me your finished projects. I'd like to see what your scarf turns out like. Once again, you do not have to use Scarfie. Scarfie is relatively pricey, but it's a great yarn if you want something really warm and soft and light. You can also use, I believe, if you buy, I can't seem to always remember that yarn, but there's a lighter version sold by Michaels, and I'll remember it here in a little bit and share it with you. And then at the end of your row, 1 double crochet, chain 1, turn your work, put 1 double crochet, one double crochet there, I need to always pull up my yarn, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and 2 front post double crochets. And this is your repeat pattern for the rest of your rows. As you can see, the work is building up really fast. And when your work is done, you're going to realize that the back looks different from the front. The front is where the waffle is, which makes this really versatile because you can wear it both sides and they both look good. And this is a unisex stitch, so it's not just for men. It looks more ragged if you use one of those darker yarns. My sister asked me what color yarn she can use, and we played around with burgundy, with navy blue, with teal, and teal won out for me. For her, she likes burgundy and navy blue, so I'd like to see when she's done with hers what it looks like. However, I found Scarfie is pretty soft, and the color variation in it, it's almost an ombre, isn't it? And it looks wonderful with the splash of the white and the tan. Oh, it's more like cream, not white. All right. And 1 double crochet at the top of the original double crochet, and we will stop there. So that is the repeat for your pattern to work your waffle stitch scarf. So go ahead and build yours. Let me see what it turns out like. If you stretch it, you can see it stretches pretty wide. And that's it for your waffle stitch scarf. Let me know what yours turns out like. Share with me and give me a thumbs up if you like this. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Do subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.